The rumor mills about Lucasfilm and Star Wars have been lit up lately in the last week or two, coming from our good friend Doomcock at Overlord DVD. So I want to take a minute to discuss some of the things that he's talked about, but also rumors in general, as we've had a lot of going on this past weekend on social media regarding whether or not these rumors or rumors in general are worth anything. So let's get into the conversation. Renegade Online. So, before I discuss the specifics on some of the Star Wars rumors, the Kathy Kennedy and Lucasfilm rumors, and then some of the conversations or comments that were made late last week on another show regarding rumors and the person who was delivering these rumors, I want to talk a little bit about my history with rumors in general. I'm not a rumor channel, right? I don't have inside sources or inside information. I don't come on here and try to convey that message to folks. I discuss rumors that are out there, but I am not going to become the source of these kind of things, and that's just not how I am here. I'm just here to talk about pop culture, Star Wars, what's going on in movies and entertainment, things that I enjoy. But I will say this, I have a long history with rumor websites. Not owning one or running one, but being part of one and just having conversations on some of them. And let me tell you a little story about those, because it relates to what's going on right now. Rumor sites out there they're there to try to pass along information ostensibly that the creator of the site believes to be legitimate. And sometimes there's some ones out there that are just making clickbait. There's no getting around that fact. But two of my favorite rumor websites have absolutely nothing to do with media and entertainment, but I have followed them for years. As some of you may already know, I'm kind of a camera nerd. I've got lots of camera equipment, and I'm a huge Canon fan. I'm a member of Canon Professional Services. I have been for years. I have a litany of their cameras, their lenses. I have way too much money invested in that kind of stuff, but I love to do it on the side because it's grown from a hobby to a semi-profession for me, because I enjoy it so much. So one of the sites that I always look at when I'm looking at buying new equipment are some of the rumor sites, because I want to know what is coming out in the relatively near future, 6 months to a year out, that might change my purchasing decision to either buy something now or hold off until later. One of the sites, my go-to site for Canon, is canonrumors.com. Now, Craig has done a fantastic job on that website for years. The guy is absolutely spectacular. He manages to get inside scoops that nobody else can. And if you think the Walt Disney Company is tight-lipped and controls leaks through NDAs, boy, you ain't never seen anything till you've seen Canon. They have clamped down over the years specifically because of guys like Craig and specifically because of his website, Canon Rumors. But Craig still manages to put out tremendously accurate information well in advance of some of these new products coming out. Canon cameras, Canon lenses, all kind of new tech, new sensors they're developing, what the specs of this camera are going to be. And here's the thing, the same conversations we're now having on YouTube and on Twitter about Star Wars and Lucasfilm rumors of, are they real or are they just BS? These are the same conversations that I and many others have had on sites like Canon Rumors for years. I've been around there for many years. And, I enjoy it because, again, most of the information bears out to be correct. We just have to be patient enough with it. Another good website, if you're an Apple fan like I am, Mac Rumors or 9 to 5 Mac. They do the same kind of thing. They try to get inside scoops from high-level positions or technical level positions at Apple to find out what they're developing. And yes, just like we hear sometimes from Doomcock talking about how people leak information to him from the upper echelons of Disney and Lucasfilm because he thinks that they're trying to get this information out to affect change or to create a buzz. These other companies do the same thing to one degree or another. Canon sometimes does this too, although far be it much less. And certainly Apple Macintosh does the same thing with their computers. It's strategic leaking. And I could go into any other industry almost and find very, very similar stories for you. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to what do you think of the particular information site or the rumor website you're getting the information from? Well, just like Canon Rumors, just like 9 to 5 Mac, just like Mac Rumors and so many other reputable rumor sites, Doomcock is borne out to be correct more often than not. Not every piece of information that he gets or that Canon Rumors gets or that Mac Rumors or 9 to 5 Mac gets is going to bear out to be true. But the key thing here to understand is that many of these kind of things, just like when it comes to creating a new film franchise or rebooting a series or, creating a new major motion picture project, these are things that take a very long time. They have very, very lengthy gestational periods. They're not something that comes out and gets announced publicly within 3 months or 6 months or sometimes even a year of when we get rumor that something is in development, okay? And it's the same across the board everywhere. It takes a long time to develop technology. It takes a long time to develop a new camera or a sensor or a lens. It takes a long time to develop movies and films, and changing a direction of an entire company like Lucasfilm. It doesn't happen overnight. So I always look at things from a business standpoint. And I remember back several years ago, friends of mine on the Canon Rumors website, absolutely, there's no way Canon is going to make a change to go the route because Sony was eating their lunch in the mirrorless camera department, and Canon's going to be so far behind, they're doomed, they're dead, it's over. Well, whoops. That turned out to be completely wrong. And I said in the beginning that I think, hey, you're wrong. This change is going to come. They are listening. They see the market. They see the metrics. They see the money. They see the money where it's coming in, and they see the money where it's not coming in. You have to give them enough time because it's not just a simple matter of going, oh, well, let's stop doing this and start doing this. These kind of companies, it takes a long time to make these major transitory changes. So what you're looking at Lucasfilm is the same thing. I've always said since I've been on YouTube, Kathleen Kennedy is not going to get fired. But that doesn't mean that she's not going to be leaving. It just simply means that Disney's going to wait till the natural expiration of her contract, which her contract has typically been renewed each year in late October. Every 3 years in late October. So we are coming up on the 3rd anniversary this October of the last time she was renewed in 2018. So again, we have a little bit more time to go. But I encourage people to be patient and give these things time to play out, okay? Because that doesn't mean the rumor is wrong or the rumor is BS or junk because it doesn't happen when you want it to happen. It's going to take time. That's number one. Number two, I was really disappointed in the manner of comments that were made on a certain show Friday last week. And I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to that individual and hope that it was not meant or intended in the way that it came across. I'm hoping that the comment was ill-conceived and impetuous. Let's put it that way. Calling an entire group of fans on YouTube, probably many of which are also fans of his channel and vice versa, probably not the best of ideas. Calling them all the R word for believing this. Having said that, I want to address the fans like this gentleman and the others like him because he is a fan. He is a Star Wars fan. There's no doubt. Okay. The guy apparently has probably owned and read every single extended universe Star Wars book, a lover of the films, the original films, the video games, everything like that. He's probably got tons of Star Wars merch. The guy's a Star Wars fan. And I know there's a lot of you guys out there like that. So again, I want to address you. I understand your frustration. I do. We're all there. And it's very easy that no matter what keeps coming out from the rumor mill, and again, I'm not talking about some of the crazier stuff, but I'm talking about some of the stuff that I personally believe my 20 years of business and financial experience, I think makes a lot of sense and fits the puzzle pieces together. And that is that Kennedy is going to be walking out the door. Now, we can debate about what change that will really bring to Lucasfilm once she, and by extension the story group, because they've been very quiet lately, have they not, will be following her out the door. And I think that had a lot to do with, we saw Dave Filoni get put in charge of Lucasfilm's executive creative division last summer. We only just now found out about it, and that's starting to make a lot more sense because wasn't that not supposed to be the story group's job? Were they not supposed to be the executive creative directing team over there? Yes, they were. Now they are not any longer. So we have a lot of hints that this is coming about, but we have to be patient. But to you fans out there that feel like this gentleman did on this show Friday night last week, Again, I appreciate you. I know the frustration. And sometimes I think maybe we get so down in the doldrums. Maybe we have been beaten and stabbed in the back so much by people like Kathleen Kennedy, by the Story Group, by Lucasfilm, by Disney to this point. We feel like it's never going to change. It's going to be this bad. It's never going to get any better. We're just sit tight. We're in it for the long haul. Guys, I understand that sentiment. I'm just asking you, be a little bit patient, a little bit longer. That's it. But don't begrudge or don't denigrate the people that do have the faith that things will change, that things will get better. They might not happen tomorrow. They might not happen 6 months from now. They might not happen next year. The wheels have to get in motion first. And just like going back to what I was talking about with, my love of Canon gear and the frustration that I and many of my fellow Canon fanatics, professional photographers and things like that, got a little frustrated with Canon for a few years. It took a few years to get the ship turned to where now what they're producing is like, it's just out of this world. And what they have coming down the pike is even more incredible. And it took a little while to get there. I think this is going to be the same thing with Lucasfilm and Star Wars, but we have to give it time. We have to be patient. Anyway, guys, look, we don't need to beat each other's throats. This is a good fan base. This is a good fandom. And this fandom is what can drive the change that we're all looking for with things like Star Wars and other franchises. But we have to stay united. We don't always have to agree with each other. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to say that this isn't going to happen, or I disagree with this person, or hey, I like what Doomcock has to say, or hey, I don't like anything Doomcock has to say because I think Doomcock's information is garbage and I don't believe it. But personally denigrating him and personally denigrating his fans, not helpful. And it doesn't drive the conversation forward anymore. I'm happy to have these conversations with people, and it's totally cool that some people disagree and think Star Wars is not going anywhere. Hey, like I said, I get it. But we've got to at least respect each other, and I think that's the best thing going forward, is for everybody to just take it with a grain of salt. And just think about things before, we really start attacking one another, because I didn't get on YouTube for that. I didn't get on YouTube to see that. I don't want that to happen. I've made so many great friends since I've been on here, and I hate watching this kind of stuff because, at the end of the day, it's really not necessary. It really isn't. Again, we can have disagreements, but let's all be respectful. That's it. Until next time, take care.